So, things first. When we are in this, like, weird, bloody world, we need to go to the boys' bathroom. Not for Ezra Miller reasons.
Okay.
But for shotgun reasons.
Right.
Which sounds equally as bad, but trust me, it's for a good cause.
You pointed something out about this to me.
Yeah, it says hell on it.
It's a little hard for people to see, probably, but yeah, it says notice hell.
Yeah, I thought it was cool.
You can also see, like, almost faces in the skin type stuff on the wall.
Oh, that kind of reminds me of the Necronomicon.
Yeah. Very gross.
It looks like it's, like, made out of skin.
And I think that those two are kind of like the two figures hanging up by the door.
Oh, really?
Yeah, originally. I'm just trying to remember the controls real quick. Okay.
Yeah, look at that big face. That's icky.
That one over there?
Yeah.
On my right?
Yeah, that one right there.
Yeah. Let's go through. Oh, jeez. This game, the thing with it is, I love this game, but it always stresses me out, you know? Like, it never fails to stress me out because it's so dark and depressing, and there's so much creepy stuff going on.
And you need a chill pill.
It's locked. Yes, I guess I do.
How do we get to the boys' bathroom? Oh, go through the reception. Remember he put arrows there? Go through the reception.
Oh, yeah, he did put arrows there, you're right.
Gosh, not even remembering the map.
I'm sorry, how could I not remember this? Also, who, like, sat here and had a bunch of beers?
I don't know if that's beer. I don't think it is.
What would it be?
I don't know. It kind of looks like spray paint to me.
I like the idea that there's some idiot who's, like, running around vandalizing the other world.
Or like, huffing paint. Because he just doesn't want to be here.
I don't...
In the boys' bathroom. That's the girls', I think.
How do you know?
I thought I saw it on the map.
Uh-oh. Why is it taking so long?
The game has crashed. Oh, okay, it's good.
Let's just check.
Sorry, I thought this was NBA 2K16.
Nope, that's the girls' bathroom. Haha.
I could have sworn it was the other way around.
Maybe it was. Maybe Silent Hill changed it. Ooga booga booga booga.
I feel like I should be immune to Silent Hill because I used to live in Maine.
And you're Silent Jill.
Yes,
yeah,
that's true.
Remember when we looked this split game up and it said it took place in Silent Hill, Maine, and you're like, oh, it's all coming together.
It does all come together. I'm just saying it is not a coinky-dink that, like, so many horror things take place in Maine, okay? If you've ever been to Maine, it's kind of creepy. What? What are you looking at?
There was a wall there now.
Oh, I didn't notice.
Isn't it in here?
Yeah, it's that body, see? Right in there, in that stall.
I don't think it is.
You don't think so?
I think we're on the second floor.
Oh.
Yeah, we're on the second floor.
Is it supposed to be in the first floor?
Yes. First floor bathroom.
Wait, take a look at the map again.
Yeah, I know. The map changed.
Yeah, we were on the first floor, though, and now we're not. Notice that? We came through the reception, and now that says music room.
So we gotta figure out a way to get to the first floor...
It teleported us.
Bathroom.
That's crazy.
Yeah, because look at this. And there's enemies over there. And
that's why we didn't find the shotgun before, because we were teleported. Remember when this happened to us before, when we played last time?
That must be why it takes so long to load the second floor bathroom. Girls' bathroom must take you... Or the first floor girls' bathroom takes you to the second floor.
Weird. That's really weird. I didn't realize that.
What if I just walk in here now?
I'm sure it'll work now. Now you're in the first floor boys' bathroom. Which is where things get spicy. So we never went in here before, because I think we only went in the second floor bathroom because we didn't realize it.
Yeah, we got confused.
Yeah.
You got confused, I should state.
No, it was you.
I didn't.
You're the one with the disability.
By the way, one of my favorite things, can I show you real quick?
What?
Is the old PS1 graphics of how they do eyes. It's like just shadowed. Because they couldn't do it, right?
Yeah.
It would look like garbage. I actually like how it looks.
I like how it looks too. It's better than like creepy eyes.
Oh, alright. Well, that's wonderful. Didn't we see this guy, like the same asset out near the beginning, like hanging where the children stabbed us?
No, I think I'd remember an ass like that. Personally, I think I would remember something as sexy and beautiful as that, but...
There's a shotgun. See, a hanging body. Why would somebody... What was that? Leonard Rhine's The Monster Lurks. The Monster Lurks. What's that supposed to mean?
I read that without the subtitles at first, and I thought it said, like, Moonshine Monster Perks.
Moonshine Monster? What the heck?
And I was like, what?
I thought I saw something else. I cannot use the analog stick.
Have you tried, like,
Isn't this
being
a
better at
door?
the game?
No.
For somebody who's always talking about how much they love Silent Hill, you'd think you'd be better at it.
I'm gonna be honest, I haven't played through all the Silent Hill games. A lot of them I had to watch because I didn't own. Didn't I already say that?
Yeah, I think you said that to me. I don't remember if you said that on the Let's Play, but... What?
Oh, I didn't know. Are you too close to the wall? Did you bump into the wall?
Yeah, but I'm okay. I don't mind.
Oh, okay. It's not the chair bumping the wall, it's just your arm?
Yeah, it's my arm.
Oh, I don't care about your arm. I care about the chair. I'm just kidding. Is your arm okay?
Yeah, it's okay.
Okay, thank you.
You told me you were too poor of, like, a piece of shit to, like, ever buy anything.
Weren't you the one buying, like, shitty, like, last-gen copies of, I don't remember how to do it.
Of video games because I was too poor and I had to buy them at flea markets of all places? Yeah. I was just picking on you.
I don't want the treatment.
Hey, you were gonna tell me about, like, this weird thing you said it's called sunsetting?
Yes. So, in video games, when they call it sunsetting features, you've never heard of this?
No.
I find it insanely douchey and pretentious, but basically what it means is like, hey, we are getting rid of this feature. Like when they call an old platform a legacy platform, like when they call like the PS4 or PS3 legacy platforms, sunsetting things... Okay, I don't know why that cut out.
So you were in the middle of talking about sunsetting.
Yeah, sorry, the computer ran out of room, so then I had to do a whole thing, and drives are expensive. Anyways... Sunsetting is this douchey term like legacy platform that basically just says, we don't care about this feature or game or thing anymore, so we're not going to support it anymore. But instead of saying we are cutting off support, they say we are sunsetting it because that sounds less douchey. I believe that's why.
That's really sad.
Yeah. That's my whole thing on sunsetting.
That makes sense now, because there was this MMO I used to play that was made by Sony. It was called Free Realms, and I was obsessed with it. And when it ended, it was like pretty much called like Free Realms Sunset. And I didn't really understand it. I thought they were just like, you know, going with like a sunshine theme of closing it down because there was a lot of sunshine stuff like in the game for themes. And then like people started doing a recreation called Free Realms Sunrise, which I don't think is even finished yet, but it's been like a lot of years. And I was kind of hoping they'd get it up and running at some point so I could show it to you because it was like one of my favorite games ever as a kid. And I spent way too much money on it because they used to have cards that you could only, like, you could buy for only $5 back in the good old days at Walmart. And so sometimes I'd get a $5 bill from my aunt, and then I'd go to the store and buy a Free Realms card for $5, and then I'd buy, like, a new mount or a pet or, like, clothing on the game.
Sounds cool. And it was a Sony thing?
Yeah, it was awesome. It was really fun. It was, like, the funnest MMO I've ever played, and it breaks my heart that it's just kind of dead and forgotten now.
A headless doll is stuck to the wall.
Oh my.
Rhymes. We found a ball.
A doll is on the floor. But who's not taking care of their dolls? This is blasphemy.
Yeah, you'd be pissed.
I would be pissed.
You and that Dolliteful channel you watch should both be like really triggered right now.
We are triggered right now.
What is happening?
We want to take these dolls and give them good homes.
No, this is not a good home.
Apparently not.
Alright, let's head this way. I'm shocked that Sony didn't want that game for, like, PlayStation or something. Like, as, like, a free-to-play game that they could milk the hell out of.
It would have been really good, but it was around the time when Sony went bankrupt, remember?
Oh, wait, are you talking about, like, around the time when they got hacked?
Yeah.
And made a big oopsie-whoopsie uh-oh?
Yeah, around the time when they made a big whoopsie-whoopsie uh-oh, and then they had to cut some of their assets, and Free Realms was one of them.
This keeps cutting out. I can't do anything about it.
So yeah, Free Realms was a game that had cartoony graphics that I feel like would have still held up today. Was very fantasy-like. It had pixies and, like, I forget exactly what they were called. They were like ogres. I think they called them chuggalugs, but they were like ogres and like all these other fantasy creatures, and it was a really cool interactive world. Like, I really encourage a lot of people to just, like, Google it, because it was, in my opinion, one of the best MMOs I've ever played.
What was the goal of it?
And, like, the thing was, because it was supposed to be, like, Free Realms, it was supposed to be, like, you make your own adventure. So you could choose like any different class you want, or you could choose all of them, and they all went up to level 10. They all had a storyline you could play, and you went out and throughout all of these realms, and you could explore, and you could level up, and you could do all of these quests. There was tons of quests, and there was like a main lore storyline that was going on with Free Realms itself, which I've actually had to watch a couple of lore videos on because I was so young when I played the game. I started playing it when I was literally 7 years old. It went right over my head, some of that lore stuff. But it seemed like there was, at first, like, these people who were very, like, tranquil, and then I think there was some sort of war or something with some of the monsters, and, like, there's a quest line that I remember I did where there was a queen who was in Sanctuary and a queen in Briarwood, and they were sisters, but they hated each other sort of thing, and like it was like the realms kind of broke apart over time, and there was a big war that we fought in an event in Sacred Grove at one point, which was really cool. It was like really awesome, because it was pretty much like, before then they hadn't had, like, monsters just out in the normal world. You usually had a rabbit hole to get into a part where you could fight monsters. So when it happened in the event in Sacred Grove, all of the monsters were, like, taking over that realm, so you couldn't just walk around in it peacefully anymore, and you had to, like, fight a huge monster and stuff, and you'd get, like, amazing rewards and, like, rare clothes and stuff. It was really cool.
So there was combat in this game.
There was a ton of combat, but usually, like, you had to rabbit hole into them. Like, you could explore all of the realms peacefully if you wanted, and then rabbit hole into combat areas. But then they came out with a new realm just before the shutdown. I forget what it was called because it wasn't around for very long, and that entire area was just open combat. Like, you couldn't explore it peacefully. It was just full combat because it was, like, part of the war stuff that was going on. And I liked it, but I also didn't like it because I wanted to explore it too, you know? And I really liked talking to, like, the peaceful NPCs in a lot of the rest of the game, because there was a lot of really interesting stuff. One of my favorite places in the game was this place that was a zoo, and it had, like, little bears in it and stuff, and, like, just cute little animals, and there was a duck pond, and then you could go across the river, and you'd, like, meet these people who were, like, fishermen and stuff. It was a really cute, aesthetically pleasing game. I honestly loved it, and it just makes me very upset that it's gone now and forgotten, because I thought it was awesome. They used to advertise it on Disney Channel, actually. That was how I got into it. I was watching...
Was it like a Disney-sponsored thing or something?
I don't know. I don't think so, because they didn't have any Disney stuff in the game. But I was watching Disney Channel, and a chipmunk showed up on the screen, a cartoon chipmunk. I forget his name, but he was the mascot of the game, and he was, like, showing all of these awesome things that you could do in the game, and then I was like, wow, I want to play this. And so I lied to my parents, and I was like, yeah, it's E7 plus. It was E10 plus. I lied.
How old were you?
I was 7.
Wow.
And so I started playing it at 7 years old, and I played it until I think I was about 12. And then a couple of years after that, it shut down.
Why'd you stop playing it before it shut down?
I got really upset because I thought I was, like, really edgy and cool, so sometimes I'd swear on the game like a bad kid, and I got my account suspended multiple times because I swore.
Did you lose your account?
I almost did, and I got so mad about it that I was like, I'm just not playing this game anymore, and people used to bully me at school for liking the game too much because I talked about it too much. And so I was like, well, maybe I just shouldn't play it anymore so people will like me at school. And I regret not playing it until it shut down because I still think about it to this day, and it was like a core memory of my childhood.
You want to look away from this. I think it's something that'll upset you if I remember correctly, otherwise I'll just tell you what it is. Actually, maybe that item was cut from the game. I don't remember.
Nothing inside.
Oh, okay, good.
So it was cut from the game, you think?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure in the original, there would have been a cat's head in there, like a dead cat. Kind of like how you found a live cat in the real world, then the Nightmare World had a dead cat in it. So I was telling you if I saw that you wouldn't want to look at that.
So why did they cut that from the game, you think?
I don't know.
Too graphic?
I don't know, maybe even Japanese people realize you can't touch the cats.
I mean, cats are, like, very beloved, I thought, in their culture.
Jeez, holy shit.
That is scary. I thought that Japanese people really loved cats a lot, just like the Egyptians did, but I don't know. Maybe I'm confused. A body is slumped over. I think there's something next to it. Yeah, a key. I like this game a lot because it reminds me of the first Resident Evil. And I loved the first Resident Evil.
The thing cut out, but I don't think it,
I think it's fine.
You don't think I need to keep syncing it?
I mean, you could probably just do, like, one small sync, like, click on the gun once and then call it good.
Yeah, I'm going to sync on the shotgun in 3, 2, 1. Equip in 3, 2, 1.
That's probably fine.
Let's try it out. We're not supposed to use this too much. It's for a boss battle mainly, I think.
Even though the cat is very upsetting, I do like the parallels of, like, things in the normal world just kind of being horrible in this world and, like, ruined. And I find it interesting that, like, I don't know, that this world just got so tainted and bloody and disgusting.
Well, it's not even tainted. It's... Well, yeah. I mean, I guess that's a fine way to describe it. I mean, the thing is, you don't know really how the other world was in the past. Like, I think that the other world was always bad, and that this dimension got connected to Silent Hill, essentially, through, like, all the stuff with the cult and all these other... like the violent events in the grounds of Silent Hill that tainted the town.
Yeah, because I haven't learned much about the cult yet, but I know you told me that didn't Native Americans used to live on this land?
Yes, it cut out again, by the way. I don't know what's wrong with the computer. I have cleared up hundreds of gigabytes of space.
Let's just keep playing.
Well, I need to sync again then. This is going to be hell to edit.
It'll be okay.
Yeah, it used to be Native American land. By the way, if there's weird cuts in this, something's up with the recording software today. It doesn't like the PS3. It never has, and I don't really know what to do about it.
And we have to resync it every time it cuts out.
Well, yeah, and I can't tell if it's... I really can't tell if it's, like, cutting out and desyncing or not, because it used to with the PS3, but now it continues to record, so I don't know. Anyways... Yeah, this used to be land that was, like, Native American land. You find out a little bit more about it in Silent Hill 2, I believe.
Oh,
but,
okay. And then the Native Americans obviously got massacred when Andrew Jackson was president.
Yeah. It looks like it doesn't cut out, or, like, when it cuts out, it doesn't desync it. I don't know what to do. Like, Elgato is supposed to be some of the best recording technology out there, but I always have problems with it.
Yeah, it's kind of being shit right now.
It really frustrates me because I don't have a better option to record with, but I digress. First aid kit. Anything over here? No useful books. Well, that's not a great way to... That's a bad attitude.
We could always just sync again somewhere in the middle.
The Monster Lurks is the book's title. Chapter 3, Manifestation of Delusions.
The Monster Lurks was written on the bathroom wall.
Mm-hmm. Poltergeists are among these. Negative emotions like fear, worry, or stress manifest into external energy with physical effects. Nightmares have, in some cases, been shown to trigger them. However, such phenomena do not appear to happen to just anyone, although it's not clear why adolescents, especially girls, are prone to such occurrences.
Girls are very emotional, typically. Because they are allowed to be, because a lot of boys sadly grow up being told that they're not allowed to show their emotions. So that's probably why. And also, I think that there's like a Monsters Inc. thing going on here, where like all of these demons are like feeding off of like the energy that fear has. Like, the, you know, when people like scream and stuff and it like creates energy, because they just get so scared, and then like demons feed off of energy. You know, some of those theories. Well, I'm just saying, I think that's what's going on. I think that they're scaring people on purpose to get some energy so they can do their demonic things.
I think that's not what's going on, really, but...
I think that's what's going on.
Hearing this, the hunter armed with bow and arrow said, "I will kill the lizard," but upon meeting his opponent, he held back, taunting, "Who's afraid of a reptile?" At this, the furious lizard hissed, "I'll swallow you up in a single bite." Then the huge creature attacked, jaws open wide. This is what the man wanted. Calmly drawing his bow, he shot into the lizard's gaping mouth. Effortlessly, the arrow flew, piercing the defenseless maw, and the lizard fell down dead.
You don't have to rush when you read these. You don't have to press it super quickly.
I'm sorry.
You can read it slower for people who have a hard time.
This is from an old fairy tale. I remember reading it as a kid. I didn't know I was rushing.
Yeah, you were clicking it before you were even done your sentence.
I'm sorry.
Yes, you know,
Well,
you gotta...
you just kept talking and wouldn't stop, so I was trying to get to the book and you would not stop your incorrect lore analysis.
Sorry.
And the nerd inside me was screeching in anger and fear, and so I just had to get through that real quick.
Well, you know, some people have a little bit of a hard time comprehending some things when they read it quickly, and, you know, sometimes you need to slow it down a little for the people who, you know, have a harder time in life.
Sorry about that. Let's
You're
look
not
at
being
the...
very inclusive
Let's look
right
at where
now.
we're going. Classroom. Okay. Let's go in. Wait, let's check it
Thank you for
again.
being inclusive.
For people who need it. Classroom.
Stop being mean.
Before we go in the classroom, there is a door here that's now unlocked.
Okay, sorry, you didn't read that. It's unlocked.
Sorry. Remember when they forced you to read slowly like that as a kid?
Yeah.
God, it pissed me off.
It pissed me off too because I excelled at reading a lot faster than most of my other peers did, so I felt very bored in a lot of the reading classes.
I really like how you have like a Napoleon or like a leader of North Korea thing going on where like because no one's around to dispute your stories, you're always the protagonist in them and you're always like the best at everything. Like you excelled at this, you excelled at that, you were the best reader, you were the best this.
I am willing to admit that I was the worst at math. Okay, I did not excel at math. I'm pretty sure I had to go into like what was equivalent to special ed for math. Because I had to go into a thing called, like, CP, I think.
Oh, uh-oh. Well, that explains a lot of your issues.
And it was the lowest math class you could take in my school because I just couldn't do it.
I'm sorry.
Because I was so confused by algebra. And, like, thank God I had a patient teacher.
I failed statistics in college, by the way.
Hey, there was something on that bench. You ran past it.
Sorry, I'm not a druggie, so I don't take these.
That makes sense. Yeah, for some reason, numbers have always been harder for me, and words have always been not as hard for me. I guess I've always just felt more comfortable with English rather than, like, math. I think it's a shame, though, because I would really like to be better at math, and I'd like to, like, I don't know, maybe do some brain exercises on it at some point so I can get better at it, because I used to be so prideful as a kid because I didn't want people to think I was stupid that I, like, told everyone I memorized my times tables, but I was having a really hard time memorizing them, so I never really got to fully learn them. And stuff like that, and it's just very embarrassing now as an adult that I still don't remember all my times tables, and I'm still not very good at algebra and stuff like that. So I don't know, I'd like to practice and get better at it so I can actually be, like, a somewhat decently intelligent person, because I have a huge fear of going to a job and being told I have to go to the cash register for the job, and then counting change and not being able to do it quick enough and feeling like an idiot. You know?
Well, it doesn't make you an idiot of having, difficulties with that. In fact, like, usually it'll just tell you, like, hey, give them back 15 cents.
Yeah, but then you have to think about, like, which one's the dime, which one's the nickel. I always get the nickel and the quarter confused because they look similar. You know, like, I think I genuinely have, like, a problem with certain things. Like, I'm not saying that I'm, like, learning disabled, but I'm saying that I, like, have some sort of issue when it comes to, like, numbers. I feel like a dyslexic person when it comes to them.
I'm having a hard time figuring out where to go. This has got to stop. I can't keep dealing with this. It's gonna ruin the editing for me.